the curvature of the earth.
My inner shaman appears, something like that. Sometimes cats require rescue. I've wrangled them from rooftops, trees, and power lines. I've removed them from inside walls, pipes, garages, engine compartments, attics, and from under mobile homes. I've netted cats that were abandoned inside apartments, ones that were hoarded, even ones that were evicted. I also trap cats. Not cuddly, friendly ones, but shy or aggressive feral ones who have not been socialized. Typically, I do it with a humane live animal trap. They are spayed or neutered. The tip of one of their ears is removed to signify that they've been sterilized, and then they are returned, otherwise unharmed. I've done this trap neuter return in parks, parking lots, strip malls, warehouses, schools, hospitals, apartment buildings, hotel casinos, backyards, front yards, horse properties, and even a bird sanctuary. When these community cats get sick or injured, I trap them and do the best by them that I can. Mostly that means taking them to a vet to receive euthanasia or the good death. Not many people have the means or the willingness to foot expensive vet bills for unadoptable animals. Though I do these things to help the felines, in the end, it's more about helping the people who help the animals. My friend Bobby is one of these people. For 25 years, she's been rescuing and trapping, aiding people and their animals wherever she can. This was the scenario. A small black cat got hit by a car. Rear leg broken, the poor creature was still mobile enough to evade Bobby. For 3 days, she had tried to net or trap it with no luck. Being already sterilized, it knew better than to enter the trap. On the fourth night, Bobby called me, excited. Blackie had crawled into a piece of pipe, and Bobby had been able to block both ends. Now we only needed to position the trap at one and put something into the other to force the cat out. I had just the thing, a fish tape for running cables through ceilings and walls. When I arrived, Bobby introduced me to Debbie, Blackie's caretaker, who provided the cat with food and water. I surveyed the scene. A former car dealership, the site was a huge parking lot. The pipe turned out to be a light pole. There were dozens of them that were being salvaged from the property. On the far right side of the lot sat a trailer where a security guard stayed on site. A huge four-wheel drive pickup truck was parked in front. "So, hey Bobby," I said, "is that security guard cool with us being here?" "Well, about that," she was interrupted by a boom that echoed across the parking lot, the trailer door closing. A second boom followed, the door to the guard's monstrous 4x4 truck slamming shut. The truck's engine roared to life and bright lights illuminated a huge area in front of the vehicle. Immediately, I began walking away from Bobby and Debbie towards the trailer. The guard punched it, and the truck roared in my direction. I put my hands up in the air, making them clearly visible. I was sure he was armed, and I'm sure he was really pissed. His hostility was palpable, like a spike in the humidity before a thunderstorm. Being empathetic, I tend to mirror the energy that people put out to me. Approach me with calm and respect, I'll give you back more of the same. Act anxious and unsure, and I'll chew my nails right along with you. Come at me hard, and I get angry. My temper has gotten me into trouble more than once. So normally, this guard, being so agitated, would have had me agitated. I would have been spoiling for a fight, ready to throw down, ready to scream and shout. But what could I do when the question was fight or flight, and neither answer was appropriate? There was no way I could butt heads with this guy. He had all the power. He could demand we leave and call the police if we refused. And I certainly did not want to simply abandon the cat. We had a good plan. My inner shaman made a timely appearance and whispered into my ear, "Contrition. It's the only card you can play." Using my left hand to block some of the blinding light, I began a steady mantra. "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." The truck screeched to a halt, illuminating me like the proverbial deer. The guard shouted, "I told those bitches they can't be here. Get out of here before I call the cops." "I'm sorry," I replied. "I know we're trespassing, but we're trying to capture that cat with the broken leg." He yelled back, "They've been trying for days to get that cat. They ain't going to be able to get that cat. You ain't going to be able to get that cat. Now get out of here. I said, please, sir, I know they've been unsuccessful, but now the cat, it's in a place where I know I can get it. Please, sir, just let me try. His tone remained just as loud, just as angry, and just as dismissive, but the content of what he had said shifted in my favor. Do what it is you have to do, then get the fuck out of here. Thank you, I blurted. I turned and ran back towards Bobby and the cat. The truck drove back to the trailer. Bobby looked at me sheepishly. Yeah, I was going to tell you that fellow wasn't too happy about us being here. We got the cat out of the light pole, and like the one-off that was the appearance of my inner shaman, someone stepped forward to pay for Blackie to receive an amputation surgery, provided her with a home to get her off the streets. And now whenever someone comes at me aggressively with anger, I know that I have it inside of me, that I don't have to give in to the dark side. I know that I have the power to turn the other cheek and meet anger with love.
That stuff is whack.